get familiar. So if you don't know by now, then you should probably get familiar.
Hi students, welcome back to this video. So in this video I am going to discuss the numericals on force. Okay, so in the previous videos we have discussed so many concepts in the chapter force, such as the various types of motion, such as linear motion, rotational motion, and moment of force, and the concept of couple, and the concept of moment of couple, and the equilibrium, conditions of our equilibrium, and then principle of equilibrium, etc. Right? So now let us discuss some numerical problems on such concepts in this video. Okay, let us start with some simple problem. So what is the first numerical problem? Says, a nut is opened by a wrench of length 20 centimeter if the least force required is 2 Newton. Find the moment of force needed to loosen the nut. Okay, so very simple problem, isn't it? So in this problem you just think that there is a wrench. So you know what is wrench? It is used to open or close the nut in cars. So now the wrench length is how much? 20 centimeter they are given. So and then the least force required. So in order to open the nut, so least force required is minimum how much? 2 Newton. That is also they have given. So you just have to find the moment of force. Okay, so you know what is the equation for moment of the force. Think of that equation and use the given numericals, and then you can calculate. Okay, so in the solution part I can write just length of the wrench as how much? 20 centimeter. So normally if the values are given in CGS units, you have to convert it to SI units first. So 20 centimeter means how much it is in meter? 0.2 meter. Correct? Next, what is the force applied? So F is equal to 2 Newton. It is already in the SI system, right? So then you have to apply the formula to calculate what? Moment of force, right? So equation for moment of force, isn't it? Using this given data, calculate the moment of force as the product of length into force. Okay, so you can consider the product of force into length here. So just substitute the given values. So how much it is? 0.2 meter into the applied force is how much? 2 Newton. Okay, if you multiply 0.2 into 2, you will get 0.4. What is the unit? Okay, unit of force is Newton. So unit of length is meter. So Newton meter. So that means moment of the force is how much? 0.4 Newton meter. So very simple problem. This kind of problems for only 2 marks in the question paper. Okay, very simple problem, right? So this is the problem asked in the ICSE question paper. It is asked in the year 2015 ICSE question paper. So even though the problem is simple, you can expect such problems sometimes in the exam also. Okay, clear? Now let us see the second problem. Okay, the second numerical problem, it is given. Just go through this. A boy of mass 30 kg, okay, is sitting at a distance of 2 meter from the middle of a seesaw. I think you know a seesaw. Okay, so it is a device or some playing equipment in the park. Okay, where the children are playing. Okay, now so where should a boy of mass 40 kg sit so as to balance the seesaw? So now there are 2 boys playing on a seesaw. So one side a boy of 30 kg, okay, is sitting already at a distance of 2 meter from the middle of seesaw. Clear? Now other side, so a boy is of weighing mass 40 kg, okay, has to sit on the seesaw to balance the beam. So it is just like a beam. Seesaw is like a beam. You have to balance it. Okay, so that is the problem. Just go through the problem once again. What is the given data? Okay, So mass of the first boy is how much? That is 30 kg given, and he is sitting at the distance, let us say L1 is equal to 2 meter. Clear? And mass of the second boy on other side, how much? 40 kg. 40 kg. So where he has to sit for balance, they ask, so let it be the length L2 to be calculated. Okay, so you have to apply the principle of moments, isn't it? So what is the principle of moment? And to calculate L2, you just think of that, because so I'll just consider the simple diagram. So where the boy A and B can be sitting. So boy A is sitting at a distance of L1, I said, so this is they are given already 2 meter. Okay, so weight mass is M1, how much? 30 kg. Similarly, the boy has to sit at some place. Okay, so the distance L2 is unknown for you, so M2 is 40 kg. Okay, so like this, to calculate, apply the principle of moment. Apply the principle of moment. What is the principle of moment? Okay, so because when the two persons are sitting on either side of a seesaw, where it is fixed at the point, or it is considered as a fulcrum, okay, so you will get the two moments, right? Like clockwise movement and anti-clockwise movement. The boy sitting at A, okay, so gives anti-clockwise movement. The boy sitting at B, okay, gives the clockwise movement. So we need to consider the principle of moment as clockwise movement is equal to anti-clockwise movement. Okay, so it is a product of mass into length. So first let us consider the product of mass M1 into L1 as anti-clockwise movement. So that is M1 into L1 anti-clockwise movement is equal to the clockwise movement is given by the product of mass M2 into L2 again, that is M2 into L2. Okay, so this is the principle of movement. Just substitute all the given data and calculate the unknown value now. So what is M1? 30 kg into L1 is 2 meter. The value is already given in the SI system. So M2 is also given, how much it is? 40 kg into L2 is unknown for you, right? So just cross multiply the equation to calculate L2. So L2 is equal to now 30 into 2 divided by 40, right? So we can just calculate 30 into 2, or cancel the 0, 0, 3 into 2 is equal to 6, 6 by 4. So 1.5 meter. So the distance of 1.5 meter distance, the other boy M2 of mass M2 should sit. Okay, so you have to think, if the mass is larger, distance is shorter. Okay, if the mass is lesser, distance is more. In that way, so they can balance the seesaw. Clear? Okay, now look at the next problem. So in the next problem, it is asked to calculate like two forces each of 5 Newton act vertically upwards and downwards. Okay, each force is how much? 5 Newton acting vertically upward at one side, downward at the other side. Okay, so respectively on the two ends of a uniform meters rule, so which is placed at its midpoint as shown in the diagram. Even diagram is also given in the problem. So determine the magnitude of the resultant moment of the forces. Okay, about the midpoint. So just look at the diagram. So there are two forces, equal forces, 5 Newton, 5 Newton. So one side it is acting downwards, other side is acting in the upward direction. Okay, and on the meter scale there is a mark here. Okay, midpoint is 50 centimeter. So about the midpoint, so this is the midpoint here, correct? about the midpoint we need to calculate the resultant moment. Okay, so in the solution part you have to calculate resultant moment of the forces, of both the forces you have to consider, isn't it? Resultant moment of both the forces is equal to, so it is just algebraic sum of moments due to each force, that's it. Okay, so both the forces are giving turning effect to the meter scale. In what direction it is? See, this downward force acting in the acting downwards and makes the rotation of the beam in the anti-clockwise direction. Even for that rotation, so this side force 5 Newton acting in the upward direction is supporting, so that due to both the forces you can expect that the body is rotating about the midpoint in the anti-clockwise direction, right? So sum of the moments due to each force will give you the resultant moment of the forces. Okay, so first let us say from the downward force 5 Newton multiply to the distance from center to the force point. Okay, so what is the distance it is? So if it is a meter scale and this is a midpoint, so we can say that both sides we have 50 centimeter each. Okay, this side 50 centimeter, this side centimeter, 50 50, right? So 5 into 50 centimeter, you can convert it to meter also, 50 by 100 converts to meter, plus so other side also the force is same, 50 into distance is 50 by 100, 50 centimeter by 100 gives in meter, right? Now this is the calculation, so you can just calculate like this, right? 0 0 is cancelled. Okay, and then 5 into 5 25 divided by 10, plus this is also 25 divided by 10, so is equal to 25 by 10 is how much? 2.5, plus this is also 2.5. So if we add together we will get 5, 2.5 plus 2.5. Okay, totally 5 Newton meter. 5 Newton meter is the resultant moment of both the forces and acting in the anti-clockwise direction. So direction of rotation is in the anti-clockwise. Okay, so very simple problem, right? So this problem is asked in the ICIC paper 2014. Clear? So the previous problem is here itself. It was asked in the year 2012. Okay, so such simple problems only will come in the board exam. Okay, clear? Okay, now look at the next numerical problem. So in which you just go through the problem first. A uniform half meter ruler balances horizontally on a knife edge at 29 centimeter. Mark when 29 centimeter mark when a weight of 20 gram force is suspended from one end. Okay, that is the problem given for you. So what you have to do in this problem, you know? So first you have to draw a diagram of the arrangement. Okay, so that you will understand it better. So you have to draw the diagram. Next, what is the weight of the half meter rule? You have to calculate weight of the half meter rule in the second part of the problem. Clear? Now you just go through once again. So we need to consider the device called half meter ruler, isn't it? So you have to balance it now. So where it is balanced, okay, horizontally on a knife edge at 29 centimeter. So first part of the problem is you need to draw the diagram, right? So consider a half meter ruler like this. So half meter ruler means what? The total length of the ruler is how much? 50 centimeter, right? So total length is 50 centimeter. So up to this, from here it is 0, measuring 0, and this side it should measure 50 centimeter or 0.5 meter also we can say. That is the half meter ruler. Okay, so kept horizontally on a knife edge at 29 centimeter, in between 0 to 50 centimeter. So the fulcrum is kept at 29 centimeter. So if you consider the midpoint of the half meter rule, somewhere here it is. Okay, so this point is actually 25 centimeter mark. Now knife edge is kept at 29 centimeter, somewhere here. Okay, so like this you have to mark. So this point may be reading 29 centimeter for you. Clear? So 20 centimeter, 25 centimeter is the midpoint. So fulcrum is kept at 29 centimeter. Okay. So now the beam is also having certain weight, you know. So that is balanced on the fulcrum. Okay. So mark when weight of how much? 20 GF is suspended from one end. So it is balanced when a weight of 20 gram force is suspended at one end of the half meter. Clear? So that is the problem in this case. Okay, suspended from one end. Okay, clear. Now draw the diagram of the arrangement. It is over. So what is the weight of the half meter rule? How this suspended weight is balanced? It is balanced by beam weight itself, isn't it? We have to find that weight of the half meter scale. So we can expect that beam balance. Beam is balanced with the 20 gram force by the downward force like this. Okay, on the other side. So this weight of the beam may be, let us say, W. Okay, you have to consider that weight always from middle of the beam, that is 25 centimeter mark. Okay, now to find this unknown value W, so we have to apply the principle of moments. That's it. So what is the principle of moment? Says according to principle of moment, because there are two moments here. So one is the moment due to W. Okay, it is acting in the anti-clockwise direction, right? So other one is the moment due to 20 gram force acting in the clockwise direction. So these two clockwise and anti-clockwise moments are balanced here according to principle of moments when the beam is balanced. Okay, so according to principle of moments at equilibrium condition, right? So we can consider the force into the perpendicular distance from the point of pivot, isn't it? So first you look at the distances here. For the weight W, what is the distance between 25 and 29? It is equal to how much? Only 4 centimeter, right? Okay, so this distance it is. Similarly, 20 gram force is at what distance from the fulcrum? So 50 minus 29. Okay, 50 minus 29 is equal to how much? If it is 30, it is 20. So 21, only 21 centimeter. Correct? So this side it is 21 centimeter. Clear? Now according to principle of moments, you write the moment due to W first. Moment due to W. What is W? That is the weight of the half meter rule. Okay. Moment due to W should be equal to moment of the force due to 20 gram force. So these two are equal according to principle of moments. So what is the equation for principle of moment due to the force W? So it is just W into the corresponding length 4 centimeter. Okay, so that is equal to moment of the force 20 gram force is again equal to force into the corresponding distance is how much? 21 centimeter. Clear? So you have to find out W, weight of the beam. So weight of the half meter rule. So that is equal to W is equal to 20 into 21 divided by 4 by cross multiplication. Clear? Now to calculate this, so 4 1 ja, 4 5 ja, cancel the 20 first. Okay, then 5 into 21 is equal to how much? 105 GF. Okay, so 105 gram force is the weight of the half meter rule. That's it. So this is the second part of the problem. Clear? So this is the numerical problem asked in the year 2017 question paper of ICSE. Okay. And now look at one more numerical problem which is asked in the year 2019 question paper, okay, of ICSE board. Now in this problem, a uniform meter scale is in equilibrium. It is already in equilibrium, just as shown in the figure. So you have to consider the numericals given in the figure here. So what are the numericals given? See, this is the meter scale because 0 to 100 centimeter it is reading. So it is called meter scale. In the previous problem, it was actually half meter scale, isn't it? Now it is given 100 centimeter scale. So it is called meter scale also. Now where is the fulcrum? So fulcrum position is here, marking at 30 centimeter. Okay. So this force due to the fulcrum is acting in the upward direction, right? So like this. So this upward force is balanced by the weight of the beam. Okay. In addition to that, we have one more force acting in downward direction. That is how much? 40 GF, 40 gram force. Okay. It is hang at 5 centimeter. It is hung at 5 centimeter marking. Okay. So just try to understand this given figure. Okay. Fulcrum is at 30 centimeter mark. Okay. Given 40 gram force is hung at 5 centimeter mark on the scale. Okay. Then calculate the weight of the meter scale. So you need to consider weight of the meter scale. Where you have to consider that weight of the meter scale acting. So it should be always from center of the meter scale. So from the middle point. So where it is marking 50 centimeter. So let us consider the weight. Weight of the beam is W. Let it be W. Okay. So you have to find out that W in the first part of the problem. Okay. Next, which of the following option is correct to keep the ruler in equilibrium again when 40 GF weight, this one 40 GF weight is shifted to 0 centimeter mark. So that means when you shift the 40 GF towards this 0 centimeter mark, so where you have to shift this fulcrum position? Okay, that is F. Okay, F should to be shifted either towards 0 or towards 100 centimeter. So F is shifted to 0 centimeter is the first option. F is shifted to 100 centimeter direction, second option, which is correct. That we will see later. Okay. First, let us try to calculate the weight of the meter scale by applying the principle of moment. Clear? So according to principle of moment, so moment due to 40 GF, okay, that is anti-clockwise moment. So in the solution part you can write according to principle of moment. Clear? According to principle of moment, anti-clockwise movement should be equal to clockwise movement. I will write it in the short form. Anti-clockwise movement is given by 40 GF. So you have to consider the force 40 into the distance between the support. Okay, the pivot point is at F. Okay, support to the force means this distance. How much it is? So it is marking at 30, and the force is hung at 5 centimeter. So 30 minus 5 because it is 0. Okay, total length is 30. So you have to eliminate this part 5. So 30 minus 5, 40 into 30 minus 5 centimeter it is equal to. So clockwise movement is given by the weight of the beam itself. Okay, so weight of the beam is at 50 centimeter marking, isn't it? 50 centimeter marking. So force is W into the perpendicular distance between the pivot point and this force. I mean this distance you have to consider now. Correct? So what is the distance now? So 50 minus 30 because F is at 30 centimeter marking. So 50 minus 30 you have to consider, so that you will get this length. So 50 minus 30 is the perpendicular distance between the pivot and the force. Clear? So in this way the beam is balanced when the anti-clockwise movement is equal to clockwise movement. Now simplify this equation to find the W. So much W is equal to, so 40 into 30 minus 5 is 25. So divided by, okay, this is 50 minus 30, you know, that is 20 is equal to, you calculate that. So you can cancel just 0 first. So 25 into 4 is 100 divided by 2. So 100 by 2 is equal to 50. 50, what is the unit to be applied for W? So same unit as the first force, 40 GF it is. So this also in gram force. 50 gram force is the weight of the beam. Clear? So first part of the problem is finished. Calculate the weight of the meter scale. So weight of the meter scale is how much? 50 gram force. Now second part. So you have to choose F is shifted to 0 centimeter or F is shifted to 100 centimeter. So now you just think. Here the weight of the beam itself is 50 GF and the given weight 40 GF. Okay. So already hung at 5 centimeter. Now we are shifting the 40 GF towards 0. Okay. So in order to balance the total force, that is 40 GF and this 50 GF. So we need to change the position of the fulcrum. So instead of 30 centimeter, so you have to shift towards 0 only, because it is not possible to shift towards 100 centimeter, because as you move the 40 GF, okay, so fulcrum also should be moved towards it. Then only the total clockwise movement and anti-clockwise movement will be balanced. Okay. So you have to shift, as you shift the 40 GF as per the given problem, and F also should be shifted towards 0 centimeter side only. Okay, not toward the point 0. Okay, only 40 is shifted to 0, but F is shifted little bit towards the 0. Then only it balances. Okay, so 40 shifted to 0 centimeter more. So therefore you have to consider the option F is shifted to 0 centimeter. Option A is correct. Okay, so option A, that is F is shifted to 0 centimeter side. Okay, so that means this is the correct option. So second one is wrong option. Clear? So these are actually the problems I have selected from the board exam, that is ICSE board exam. Now let us see some more problems from your exercise textbook. Okay, now look at the next problem. A wheel of diameter 2 meter is shown in the figure with axle at O. Okay, a force F is equal to 2 Newton is applied at B. Okay, you can see that also in the figure, in the direction shown in the figure. Okay, calculate the moment of force about the center O and point A. Okay, now this is the wheel already given in the numerical problem itself. So it is a wheel and center of the wheel is O. The force F is equal to Newton is applied to the top end of the wheel, that is at the point B. Okay, now due to this force, what they ask here is calculate moment of force. Moment of force, you know, can be calculated by the product of the applied force and the perpendicular distance between the force and the pivoted point. Okay, so center is over here. First let us say calculate the perpendicular distances between O to B and then A to B only, because about the center O, so this is the distance. What is the distance of the circle? So we have to consider the diameter 2 meter, you know. So total diameter is equal to how much? 2 meter. So this is actually the radius 1 meter. Okay. Now with that distances and with the help of force you can calculate. The first part is moment of the force, okay, at about the center O, isn't it? About the center O first is equal to how much? So you have to consider the product of 2 Newton force, isn't it, into the perpendicular distance between O and B now, that is equal to 1 meter. So is equal to 2 Newton meter. Similarly, moment of the force about the point A, isn't it? About the point A now is equal to, so the rotation due to the applied force is like this, okay? It is in anti-clockwise direction. So about the point O it is 2 Newton meter. About the point A, so what is the distance at the point A from the applied force F? That is equal to total diameter, so equal to 2 meter. But force is same, 2 Newton only, into 2. Okay, 2 into 2 is equal to 4 Newton meter. So about the point O also it is in like this, so it is actually clockwise, isn't it? Here also it is clockwise. So rotation of the wheel is clockwise due to the applied force. Either you can consider about the point O or about the point A, it is same. Okay, so moment of the force is numerically 2 Newton meter about the point O, and then 4 Newton meter about the point A. Clear? Okay, now look at the next problem, that is problem number 7. Two forces F1 and F2 acting at points A and B as shown in the figure. So there are two forces, that is F1 is equal to 5 Newton and F2 is equal to 3 Newton acting at the points A and B in the downward direction as shown in the figure. Okay, now what is to be calculated in this problem? You look at the first part of the problem, that is the moment of force F1 about O. Okay, so just you have to calculate moment of the force about the point O, okay, due to the force F1. Next, the moment of the force F2 about the point O again, so due to this downward force again. Okay, you can calculate this also. Then the total moment of the two forces about the point O, so that is called resultant force. You have to calculate the total moment or the resultant force due to both the forces. Clear? Okay, now calculate the first part, that is the moment of the force F1 about O, isn't it? So it is just product of the force F1, that is equal to 5 Newton into the perpendicular distance of the force from the pivoted point. So that is equal to given here itself, that is 2 meter, right? So that is equal to 5 into 2, 10 Newton meter. Okay, now this moment of force F1 about the point O is in which direction? Okay, so it is acting downwards, isn't it, about the fulcrum O, so it has to act in the anti-clockwise direction like this. Okay, anti-clockwise direction, write it anti-clockwise. Similarly, you calculate the second part, the moment of the force F2 now about the point O is equal to, so the magnitude of the force is how much now? 3 Newton, and the perpendicular distance of the force from the pivoted point is given as 4 meter. So 3 into 4 is equal to how much? 12. Okay, 12 Newton meter. So now this force will rotate the beam, trying to rotate the beam in the clockwise direction, like this it is. Okay, clockwise, so that the beam is balanced now. So this is considered as clockwise movement. Okay, now in the third part we need to calculate the total moment, right? The total moment, or it is also called resultant moment. So that is equal to so let us consider the total moment means you have to add the total about two moments here. So anti-clockwise movement plus clockwise movement. So just you can add like this. So normally you know that anti-clockwise movement is taken as positive, clockwise movement is taken as negative. Okay, here we just calculated the magnitudes. You just consider now with signs. Anti-clockwise movement, so that is first one, right, 10 Newton meter, plus clockwise movement should be taken as negative, so should be minus 12 Newton meter. So finally you will get 10 minus 12. 10 minus 12 is equal to minus 2. So minus 2 Newton meter. So as you get again negative sign here for the resultant moment, so you can understand that. So resultant moment of the beam, okay, it is not actually balanced. So the resultant moment indicates that finally the beam is rotating in clockwise direction, okay, because of negative sign it is rotating in the clockwise direction. Clear? So the next problem is almost similar to this. Okay, so look at this, the numerical problem number 8. The diagram alongside shows a uniform meter rule of weight 100 GF, 100 gram force. Okay, so the total weight of the meter rule is how much? It is given as 100 GF. Meter rule is 100 GF it is. Okay, being balanced on a knife edge placed at the 40 centimeter mark, where it is, you see here is the 40 centimeter mark. So the beam is balanced by using a fulcrum, okay, at the 40 centimeter mark. Clear? Now by suspending a weight WGF, unknown weight it is, WGF at the mark 20 centimeter. So this one WGF is unknown value, it is suspended at the mark 20 on the beam. Okay, so by suspending this, now find the value of W first. So this unknown value you have to find. Okay, what should be the value suspended at point 20 in the first part of the problem. Then the resultant moment, okay, resultant moment and its direction of the weight W is moved to the mark 30 centimeter. Okay, somewhere you will get in between 20 to 30 centimeter marking. So where you have to find the resultant moment and its direction of the weight W is moved to the 30 centimeter mark. 20 to 30 it can be moved. So then the position of another weight of 20 GF to be balanced, the rule in part 2. Okay, so once you calculated the resultant moment and its direction of the weight W moved to the mark 30 centimeter, you take that resultant moment. Then as per that calculated value in the part 2, calculate the position of another weight. Okay, that is how much? 20 GF. Okay, 20 GF to be added, so that the to balance the rule again. Now, so in this problem, first you go part wise. So step by step you calculate the part 1 first. The value of W. How do you calculate the value of W? By applying the principle of moments again. Okay, so W is the weight by the principle of moment. There is clockwise moment is equal to anti-clockwise moment, right? So based on that rule, W is the force and it is at a distance how much? Okay, 20 centimeter marked here. This is at 40. Okay, so what is the distance between 20 to 40? So this distance you have to consider, right? So that is equal to 40 minus 20. Okay, so that is equal to balanced by the other side of the weight of the meter rule. Okay, so now that is equal to the anti-clockwise moment is found by the other side of the meter scale. So the weight of the meter scale can be considered always at the center, you know, center of gravity. So it is at what is the distance of the center of the meter scale? Marked at 50 centimeter, right? So weight should be considered at 50 centimeter point. So weight of the beam is 100. Okay, and the distance of the fulcrum from this 50 you have to consider, right? It is 50 centimeter minus 40. Okay, from the fulcrum it is. Clear? Now find out the value of W. Okay, so that is equal to 100 into 50 minus 40 is 10 is equal to 1000 this side. So W into 40 minus 20 is equal to 20. So therefore what is the value of W? Okay, so W is equal to 1000 by 20. 1000 by 20, calculate it, 100 by 2 is equal to 50. Okay, W is equal to 50. So you have to apply the unit 50 GF here. This weight must be equal to how much? 50 GF. Okay, first part is over. Then take the second part of the problem. Okay, now resultant moment to be calculated, right? So just as you calculated here, resultant moment is equal to, so anti-clockwise moment, okay, plus clockwise moment I said, right? Okay, now the anti-clockwise moment is due to the weight WGF. Okay, so WGF is calculated how much? 50 GF is equal to W50 into, so what is the distance? Is it again 40 minus 20? No, because it is mentioned that the resultant moment and its direction, if the weight W is moved to the mark 30 centimeter. So instead of 20, you have to assume that the same weight is moved to the distance 30. Okay, so if it is moved to 30 centimeter, the distance reduces. How much it is now? 40 minus 30 it is, correct? 40 minus 30 plus the clockwise moment is due to the weight of the beam hung at the center of gravity 50 centimeter only, so that this part will not change. Okay, 100 is the weight of the beam. Okay, and 50 minus 40, thus everything is same here, so that is why you will get the value 1000. Okay, and you have to consider negative sign for this. It is a clockwise movement, right? You put the negative sign for this. Then you look at the calculation. So 50 into 40 minus 30 is 10. Okay, plus into minus minus. Okay, 1000. That is equal to 500 minus 1000. Correct? 500 minus 1000 is equal to how much? Minus 500 you will get. GF centimeter. Force unit is GF and the distance is in centimeter. GF centimeter is the resultant moment, unit of resultant moment. Now in what direction they asked here? Okay, resultant moment and its direction, if the weight W is moved to the mark 30 centimeter, direction, they asked direction here, right? So negative sign indicates what is the clockwise movement or anti-clockwise movement it is. So that is actually negative sign indicates it is clockwise. Right, here also minus and 1000 indicates it is clockwise are considered. Here also we got minus 500 as a resultant moment. So this indicates it is in the clockwise direction movement. Clear? Now let us see the third part. So in third part you see the position of another weight 20 GF to balance the rule as per the part 2. Okay. So in the part 2 the resultant moment we got it as minus 500 GF centimeter. So that should be considered here. Okay, now in part 3 the position of another weight 20 GF to balance the rule in part 2. Okay, so as per the part 2 the resultant moment indicates that we have the 500 GF as the resultant moment in the clockwise direction. Okay, so that should be balanced by putting some more weight, that is 20 GF, but where should be placed? It is at the left side of the fulcrum only, where it should be placed, so that is unknown value. Okay, you have to calculate that unknown X, where we have to place the 20 GF, okay, to balance the resultant moment, that is 500 GF. Okay, so therefore in the third part you consider the product of the force, that is 20 into the unknown distance X, should be equal to the resultant moment, that is 500. Clear? 500 GF. So therefore X is equal to how much? That is 500 divided by 20. So cancel this, we will get X value is equal to how much now? 25 centimeter. Okay, so that means at the distance of 25 centimeter from the fulcrum, then position is you have to consider X is equal to 25 centimeter between fulcrum to the new force, that is 20 GF, right? So therefore you have to consider 40 minus 25. Position 40 minus 25 is equal to 15. So at 15 centimeter from left, okay, somewhere here you will get 15 centimeter. Okay, you have to hang the new weight, that is 20 GF, to balance the beam. Okay, thank you for watching. So we'll see in the next video. Okay.